Hey guys, welcome, bringing you a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Not date or time specific. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it's your message at that time. But as a general reading, it can't possibly resonate for everyone, so just do take what speaks to you, leave the rest. And if nothing resonates, that's okay. It may not just be your day. But you can also, if you're here as a Gemini Sun, you could also watch your Moon, your Venus, your Rising readings, or that of your divine counterpart, if you know their sun sign, rising sign, etc. So there are plenty of places you can go to get messages if this one doesn't speak to you. So just a quick note, I do like to let you know what's going on in the cosmos. We have personal planets shifting this month. We've got Venus just moved into Cancer. So again, lots of emotional, our emotional bodies become a little more emotional when that happens. It's okay. So we'll be in the feels. The good news is Mercury just moved out of Cancer and into Leo. So at least our thoughts will kind of lighten up a bit and be able to manage those deeper emotions a little bit with a little bit more ease. Okay? So just keep that in mind as we're rolling through the month of July. Those have been the things that I've been wanting to focus on, is the movement of the personal planets. And it can take a couple days for us to adjust, so be gentle with yourself. All right, I'm pulling from Mystical Wisdom. Let's get a card for those of you watching. If you're here as a cross-watcher, that's fine. Oh my God, you saw me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Same darn card came out for Taurus. Cheer up. Live in the moment. And it's funny because in the morning musing, yes, okay, so I wanted to just double check and make sure I didn't hallucinate it. So I do the little morning musings. If you want to know more about what that is, just click the join button. If you wanted to be in the channel membership, that's where I offer those morning musings, but it's just a little teeny spread I do to kind of touch base with the energies coming through for the signs I'm going to read for here later that day. And Taurus and Gemini both got the Five of Cups and the Five as the anchor card. So the Five of Cups is, right, sadness, grief, loss, coming from the past, regrets of the past, mistakes of the past, and now you're both getting the cheer up card. So if you are here as a cross watcher for a Gemini and you've got Taurian energy in your chart, go watch that reading. If you're here as the Gemini dealing with Taurus, or you've got Taurus or they've got Taurus in their chart, go watch the reading. Why am I shuffling that? Okay. So already feeling the tie between those two readings. So let's see what's going on. I will pull the cards. Things are moving slowly. And you're in healing. Okay, so that makes sense. Present energy, very cautious. This can be someone coming toward you very deliberately, very with conscious intention, but it can also be your own movement, sort of slow and steady as you move through a challenging phase of healing, because this is what's crossing you. It comes out like that. Is the Four of Swords. So yeah, maybe your healing is taking time and proceeding very slowly. Ace of Pentacles in your unconscious awareness here. Definitely thinking about a new opportunity, or maybe a new beginning or an up-leveling in the connection. Perhaps an offer. Look at that. In the recent past, we've got, well, it can be long ago. This can be across lifetimes. It does feel as if on some level there have been themes around life partnership with you and your beloved. What's crowning you now, this conscious awareness, is the moon. So this is definitely that tender area where you may not be clear about, like someone may be hiding their emotions. Could be you, could be them. There could be things going on behind the scenes, hidden energy in general that has you a little bit triggered, that makes it very hard for you to heal quickly because there are things going on that you don't quite have a full handle on. The moon regulates our emotions, so you could just be feeling the tender energy. We have Sun in Cancer. We've got, as I do this recording, I should say Sun in Cancer. Mercury was in Cancer but just moved. Venus is now in Cancer. Yeah, it's been a lot of very difficult emotional energy where we kind of feel exposed, and the need to protect ourselves is like on high alert. That's what may be happening here with the moon. Opportunity for communication in the future. Message from Spirit, Nine of Cups, talking about wish fulfillment or the lack of. Yeah, and the hidden energy, we have the Seven of Swords. Is there some kind of avoidance or some kind of deception that may be taking place? Something where you're not trusting this person's intentions, and possibly for good reason, and your hopes and or fears. This came through this morning in the morning musing. Yeah, do you have this person's buy-in? I mean, this feels to me, and it felt for me in the morning musing, like I was looking at a couple who have been friends for a very long time. And that it has evolved into something more. Like that, there's definitely a basis for friendship here, but I'm not sure if you're both on the same page. And I think that's why this is showing up in your hopes and or fears. You're hoping to get this person's cooperation, or, you know, it's co-creative energy, and to take what's really good between the two of you about the connection and build on it, to establish and build a solid foundation. But the question is, are you dealing with someone who's on the same page, or do they have their own agenda? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the outlook for going forward seems like this feels self-protective. This feels like maybe kind of shutting down, guarding your heart a bit. Could be a need to establish some good boundaries. There we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, as your overall energy suggests, yeah, cheer up, live in the moment, because you're going to be moving to calmer waters. You are moving away from this difficult energy, or you will have an opportunity to. So let's take a deeper dive here. Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. I think it's hard for you to heal from this because you've been waiting for some measure of commitment. Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And I feel like this Ace of Pentacles tells me everything I need to know, because it's Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This would be about commitment, planning for a future, the beginnings of life partnership. This is, you know, marriage, traditional, conventional, committed relationship. Let me say it that way. I feel you've been waiting a while, and you've been sort of anticipating with some measure of excitement, waiting for this person to get the let out. That's what I just heard. Waiting for this person to get the let out. Oh my God. Yes. And I don't know if anything terrible has happened, but I feel almost like the lack of movement, the lack of them sort of getting a memo is what's crossing you here, because it could be about healing, but it could also be about putting the pieces of the puzzle together, like in a way where you get, you know, sometimes when you lack clarity, what do? You go to ground, you meditate, you get quiet with yourself, or you journal very quietly. You don't go shopping at the mall. You don't go out to a big festival. You know, if you're really very focused on something that you don't understand, or that's got you worried or anxious or triggered or nervous or whatever, you kind of go to ground to get clear about it. And that has presented a challenge, or is presenting a challenge for you at this time, because your person is moving so slowly. And when it comes to commitment or up-leveling or making the commitment or the offer, that's what I feel I see. Wow. That's very oddly specific. Could be a personal reading just for one or two people. Wow. Yeah. Again, we have underneath the Temperance card coming through. For those who are new, when I pull from under the deck, it's like what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on outside of conscious awareness, either in your psyche or the psyche of the other person. That's why I pull those cards, to kind of get a little nuance for what's happening above the waterline, you know? I do feel this is more patience. I do feel that you've been exceedingly patient here, but also sort of with a sense of, I know, like, I can't be impulsive. I have to really sort of, this is self-control and restraint coming through in the Temperance card. Everything in moderation, as the saying goes. But there's wisdom and there's protection when you exercise that kind. It's like alchemy, right? It's about things, you know, energies come into flow and balance, and they change over time. So I do feel there's a little alchemy you're exercising here to some degree. But in your unconscious awareness, it's like you've got a choice to make here. Same thing came through with Taurus. It, like I think I said, an important decision, but it kind of came through with the Lovers. It's a choice. Are you being left out in the cold? Are you being devalued? Do you feel devalued? Do you feel you've been sort of forsaken here? You may need to make a choice about it. You may not be able to just kind of wait endlessly for things to change. So while I applaud you for your patience, here, I kind of feel like you're taking the hit for it. At least you are on an unconscious level. Four of Wands in the past, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Justice. Wow. All right. So definitely love and passion between you here. I feel like you kind of felt, you know, this could potentially lead to something more. Justice here can represent legal processes, right? We've already got the Hierophant. I'm already thinking like, and I've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, and I've got this energy all around partnership with the Three of Pentacles. And it kind of looks like you're looking toward the future with this person. And things have been going well. And maybe in the back of your mind, you thought it could lead to something more, something that provided more of a sense of balance between the two of you. This person may have come in very much out of the blue with this Knight of Wands, could have just come in with messages from the heart. Lots of sweet nothings whispered into your ear, and some unbridled passion is kind of what I see in the past. And it, you know, it wouldn't be silly to think that you might think it could lead to something more. I feel it provided a sense of balance for you. But now everything's kind of slowed to a crawl. Oh my gosh, right? So now we finally get this Five of Cups that came out this morning. Yeah, you're afraid of getting hurt. The Moon, the Three of Swords, that Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, sense of loss, disappointment. Somewhere in the recesses of your mind, you're convincing yourself, yeah, I'm not going to get the offer that I've been waiting for. You have yourself convinced. And this can come from, listen, that Moon card can be just a literal knee-jerk reaction from past experience. Okay, if you've got lived experience of, you know, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, right? Some of us have that lived experience. Then the first place we go, that our ego takes us to, that the fear, right? That's where the fear comes from, is you're not safe. Danger, Will Robinson, you're not safe. You're going to be kind of left holding the bag. There is no commitment. There is no engagement ring coming. I mean, I'm literally seeing this as a potential offer for your hand in marriage or something like that is what's coming through in this particular reading. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. So what I want to say about the moon with this Three of Swords is I want to say that because it's what's crowning you, it is actually a form of support. So in this particular case, your ego is having a healthy dose of skepticism, of nervous anticipation, being very clear about what the potential risks are. I don't see the Fool here yet, but it came out this morning, and that's what I had to say. For those that were watching, this is an opportunity for some risk assessment, because the longer you wait, the more it could hurt in the end, right? Now, does that mean that you stop waiting? No, it means you talk about it. It means you don't kind of sit there keeping things all to yourself and expecting someone to be a mind reader. If you think that things are going in a direction and you don't see enough action, you don't see enough movement, and you're saying to this person, I really want you, like, come on with it already, you may need to resort to some open dialogue about it. Tender from the heart. Yeah. There could be an opportunity for a form of celebration here. I'm feeling the Three of Cups in a positive way. It's kind of coming through as an opportunity, a cause for celebration, because if you're manifesting some communication from the heart, Queen of Cups, right? Opening your heart, expressing yourself clearly, how you feel, right? And we don't need to do that with any measure of expectation. It's just sort of, pardon the pun, laying your cards on the table. And you may actually here have some measure of thoughts around a reconciliation on this topic. It could be a conversation. I just need to know where we're headed. What are your thoughts about that? Because someone here is avoiding something, remember? And when there's avoidance, the first place you may go is, oh, I'm going to be cheated on. It's human nature. It's human nature here. So let's not let the monkey mind lead us. 9 of Cups from Spirit. 9 of Swords. 3 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, okay, there's a little twist. Feel Spirit's telling you that your anxiety, the worry, the sleepless nights is coming from some expectation of wish fulfillment. You're trying to manifest this thing, this vision you have of how things are going to move forward with this person. But what's layering on top of that is some built-in expectation. Spirit might be telling you it's time to kind of let that go. It's time to kind of drop that expectation and not cling to it so tightly. We'll see if it holds the same message in the outcome position as it's coming through here. It's like, release your expectation and your anxiety will go away. You're moving to calmer waters. Cheer up, live in the moment. I'm getting all of that from Spirit. And it's kind of like, I feel like you've put a lot on yourself here in this situation when you don't know what's going on. So I'm really glad to see the 8 of Wands with that Queen of Cups, as if, yeah, you've got to have a conversation straight from the heart, no hidden agenda, and it may may help you manifest exactly what it is you do desire. But let's look at the 7 of Swords in the hidden energy. There's the 8 of Wands. There's the Fool, Ace of Swords. Okay, so I'm literally feeling like the part of the conversation, since now we've got this double hit, right? And I can almost hear you saying, are you ready? How am I going to hold this up? All right, give me a second. I'm trying to be helpful. This is the conversation. And it goes a little something like this. I don't know. I feel like you're avoiding me. I feel like you're avoiding certain topics. I feel like maybe we're not connecting. I feel like you can tell me, speak from your heart, speak the truth. You know, don't obfuscate. There's no reason to kind of make anything up as you go along. I'm not trying to pin your back to the wall. But I kind of feel like you're avoiding me. And then you're going to get that sort of energy of, that's not the case. Or that is the case. Right? There's your risk assessment. Based on what comes out of the conversation. Right now, what's hidden from you is you don't know this person's intentions until you ask them, are you avoiding me? And if you get a lot of double speak, you'll be like, oh, okay, that did not go well. And now I have the clarity. Now I've got that aha moment. Or they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Of course not. Oh, well, I thought we were kind of moving forward. I thought we were headed in a certain direction. And then maybe the conversation goes in that direction. And you get to express what your worry is, what your concern is, what your expectations are, so that this person has an opportunity to kind of respond. I feel there are things here that are going unsaid. 3 of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. Yeah. Oh my God. Right? Like you just answered me. You're like, busted. Right? Because 3 of Pentacles. The sun, the moon, the 2 of Cups. Oh my God. It's so apparent. Conscious awareness, unconscious awareness. What you can see, what you understand, here in 3D with your eyes wide open, what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know about with regard to your person. Are they with me? Are they not with? Are we, like, do we have something we can build upon? Are they cooperative? Are they co-creating with this future with me? It's all right here, guys. It's all right here. And because you're kind of not giving voice to it and you're just waiting. 7 of Pentacles, Temperance. Like, whatever happens, happens. No, sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes people don't know what our expectations are. Sometimes they're waiting on us to say something. Wow. I love that. I love that you just like kind of answered me energetically right here in the reading. Yeah. I want to be happy, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with, I don't know. And I've got this expectation and anticipation, and I'm afraid I'm setting myself up for another disappointment, that they don't want a future, that they're not going to, propose or make an offer to move in or up level the connection, whatever that Ace of Pentacles means to you. It means something different for everyone. So just take whatever that would mean, that would be a sign to you, something you can, for lack of a better phrase, take to the bank, right? Like, oh, I can count on that. For some people, it's just the acknowledgement that we're an item, okay? That we're not out there playing the field, that there aren't other girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. So take that as it speaks to you, but I feel like you are seeing this as your person, and you're all wrapped in a riddle and a mystery as to what their intentions are going forward. And unless or until you broach the topic, you're going to kind of spend more time like this. So let's look at the 4 of Pentacles. Well, well, well. I'm feeling a little bit of stubborn energy. And that's okay, but it's kind of coming through over here from Spirit as let go of your expectations and the worry will follow, right? If you can let go of your expectations, great. Then the worry will go away. If you can't, And here I feel this is you saying, well, I'm not sure I can let go, and therefore we're in limbo. We're in stasis. You're here still expecting someone to kind of fulfill your expectations, but they may not know. And then you get proven that it isn't a kosherini situation. We got the devil energy here, which is your fear, your shadow, them almost proving you right, you know? Because it's almost like they got to take a test they didn't know they were taking. Queen of Swords underneath. And you know what the Queen of Swords does? The Queen of Swords communicates. The Queen of Swords, truth seeker, truth teller, asks the questions to get the answers. So I kind of feel like if you're gonna be a little stubborn about it, okay, that's fine for now. If you're just willing to hang out and wait and surrender to the whole thing, but there's something here that feels like it's definitely a control mechanism. If you don't feel safe, you've got to control the situation to sort of support that. But you're not taking action, and you're not reaching out, and you're not putting voice to your concerns. Queen of Swords underneath tells me there's a chance that you already know that on some level. And when she comes out from the top of the deck, you'll be in a much better position. But for now, I kind of feel like based on what's coming through, you may just stay put. There is an opportunity to move to calmer waters for some peaceful thoughts, some peace of mind even, but it may take you a little longer to get there. So what's going to happen in the extended is I'm going to pull cards from your person's point of view. It doesn't matter what their sign is. It's based on this reading. We'll see how they show up, what their present energy is. We'll see what their take is on the situation. You may get some really good insight because you're sitting here wondering what's going on in their mind, and you may get some insight about that. We'll see how they see you, think about you, feel about you, and their intentions toward you going forward, and another message from Spirit and some oracles. So it's a whole big thing. The link to that is below, but here's who showed up. We have the Hierophant is Taurus. We've got the Lovers is Gemini. Temperance is Sagittarius, as is the Knight of Wands. Justice is Libra. The Moon is out twice. That's Pisces. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini. That's a card of Mercury. We've got the Fool is Aquarius. The Sun is Leo. Hanged Man is Pisces, and the Devil is Capricorn. Okay? So that's what we've got. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.